see different process scheduling algorithm. The first scheduling algorithm is FCFS. That is first come, first serve. Fine. Suppose we go to MACD, right? We get our order according to our order number. Similarly here, the process which has requested for CPU first will get the CPU first. For example, suppose currently I have P0, P1 and P2 in the ready queue. That means they have everything except processor. But P0 arrival time is 0, P1's arrival time is 1 and P2's arrival time is 2. Arrival time. That means at 0 time P0 has requested for CPU. At 1 time, after 1 millisecond, let it be in millisecond. After 1 millisecond, P1 has requested for CPU. After 2 seconds, P2 has requested for CPU. Fine. So who will get the CPU? P0 will get the CPU. After P0, who has requested? After P0, who has requested? P1. Right? And after P1, P2. So when P0 is terminated, P1 will get the CPU. When P1 is terminated, P2 will get the CPU. P2 will get the CPU. What algorithm is this? First come, first serve. मतलब जो पहले आया है उसको पहले सर्व किया जाएगा. Currently मेरे पास P0, P1, P2 तीन प्रोसेसेस हैं सिस्टम में. P0 ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है CPU के लिए, P1 ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है, P2 ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है. P0 ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है 0 टाइम पर, P1 ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है जस्ट 1 मिलीसेकंड के बाद, P2 ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है 2 मिलीसेकंड के बाद. फाइन. सो P0 एज पहले आया है तो इसे पहले सर्व किया जाएगा. फर्स्ट कम, फर्स्ट सर्व. सो P0 को सर्व सबसे पहले किया जाएगा. P1 उसके बाद आया है तो P1 को बाद में सर्व किया जाएगा. P2 उसके बाद आया है तो P2 को उसके बाद सर्व किया जाएगा. जो पहले आया है उसे पहले सर्व किया जाएगा. In last class we have seen the PCB, right? PCB and ready queues. तो वो कैसे था आपका कि we were maintaining two pointers. One is head and second one is tail. In the head we were having process PCB 0. PCB 0 will point to PCB 1 and PCB 2 is pointed by PCB 1 and tail. Fine. So this is how we can implement this FCFS algorithm, scheduling algorithm. How we can implement? We can have two pointers. One is head, second one is tail. In the head pointer, it will point to the first process who has requested for the processor. And in our case, process P0 has requested first. So we will store the PCB 0. Then after PCB 1 has requested for CPU. So PCB 1's pointer is saved in PCB 0 and similarly for PCB 2. But in our case, P2 is the last process. So tail will also point to PCB 2. So this is how we will implement this FCFS. Correct. So next, let's see burst time. Burst time. What is this? Burst time is how much time P0 P0 is required. P0, how much time is required by P0? For example, P0 may require CPU for 24 milliseconds. P0 requires CPU for 24 milliseconds. For 24 milliseconds. P1 requires for 2 milliseconds. P2 requires for 10 milliseconds. So what bus time gives? Bus time gives for how much time duration? For how much time duration your process requires processor. बस टाइम क्या है? बस टाइम है कि आपका प्रोसेस को कितना टाइम चाहिए सीपीयू का एग्जीक्यूशन के लिए. P0 24 मिलीसेकंड में एग्जीक्यूशन फिनिश कर देगा. P1 2 मिलीसेकंड्स में, P2 10 मिलीसेकंड्स में. Is it clear? Is it clear? So let's make one another diagram. Guys, we are reading FCFS, right? So at time 0 process 0 have entered. कितना साइकिल चाहिए इसको सीपीयू को? अप टू 24 up to 24. So 0 to 24 processor is occupied by P0 process. Next P1 requires for 2 millisecond, that means 26. And next P2 requires for P0 required for 24 seconds, P1 required for 2 seconds, and P2 required for 10 milliseconds. This is all in the millisecond, right? Fine. So this is known as Gantt chart. क्या बनता है ये आपका? Gantt chart. What it is? Gantt chart. Fine. Gantt chart में आपको क्या स्पेसिफाई हो रहा है कि प्रोसेसर को किस प्रोसेस को मिला हुआ है और कितने टाइम के लिए मिला हुआ है. P0 मिला है फॉर फर्स्ट 24 milliseconds, नेक्स्ट 2 milliseconds एंड नेक्स्ट 10 milliseconds. इज इट क्लियर बच्चों? अभी तक का क्लियर है आपको? नेक्स्ट वी विल सी द वेटिंग टाइम. जस्ट वन मोर सेकेंड, रिवीजन काइंड्स ऑफ what we have process, 3 process in our system, P0, P1, P2. They all are fighting for processor. P0 have arrived at 0, P1 आया 1 पे, P2 आया 2 पे, P0 को चाहिए 24, P1 को चाहिए 2 and P2 को चाहिए 10. Then after we have created one Gantt chart. Gantt chart में शो किया कि P0 को 0 to 24 साइकिल्स के लिए P0 को CPU मिला हुआ है, 24 से 26 P1 को, 26 से 36 P2 को. Correct? Then after what we are doing? We are calculating waiting time. Waiting time. So P0 ने कितना वेट किया है? How much time P0 has waited? 0. Why? Because as soon as he has arrived, we have allotted the CPU. As soon as he has arrived, we have allotted the CPU. Zero पे आएगी और at the same time we have allotted the CPU set. So for waiting time for P0 is 0. Waiting time for P1 is 1. 24 minus 1 because ये 1 cycle 1 टाइम पर आया था, 0 टाइम पर नहीं आया था, तो its waiting time is 24 minus 1, that is 23. For P2, how much it is? It has arrived at 2. So 2 minus 26. 26 minus 2, that is how much? Kitna? 24. Fine. So with this we can calculate average waiting time. Or we can calculate average waiting time 0 plus 23 plus 24 divided by 3. Fine. Something around this. This is the average waiting time in your C. Fine. Average waiting. Let's see if we change arrival time like this. P0 at 2, P0 at 0 and P1 at 2. 1. Fine. If we change the arrival time, then Gantt chart is also going to change. What's the Gantt chart now? P0, 0 to, sorry, P1. Because P1 has come first, so it will sort first, then P2 and then P0. So now my serving is P1, P2 and P0. P1 is for 2 seconds, so 0 to 2. P2 is for 1, that is like 12. P3 is like 12 plus 6. Right? So, if you see, by just changing the arrival order, we are getting different waiting time. So, you can say there is one effect, that is convoy effect. Let's finish up to this. तो जैसे वेटिंग टाइम हम देख रहे हैं कि जैसे जो बड़ा प्रोसेस है उसको पहले डालने से अर्लियर अराइविंग सीक्वेंस वाज 0, 1 and 2. बड़ा प्रोसेस को पहले डालने से क्या हो रहा था?